Yes, you read that title correctly. You probably came onto this video like, what? Better than Spider-Man PS4? Yes! Let me explain. When people look at a Spider-Man game, they hold pretty high expectations in terms of the combat, the web swinging, the environment that you are set in. There is nothing wrong with this, but if you look at almost every single Spider-Man game, Spider-Man PS4, Web of Shadows, Ultimate Spider-Man, they all kind of play the same. Web swing around the city, fight some bad guys, web swing again, boss fight maybe, free roam most likely. Everyone loves free roaming. This isn't really a problem because Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales do this gameplay the best out of all of them, to be honest. But I always enjoy something new, something fresh that wasn't just the standard of typical Spider-Man games. And this is where Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions steps in. For the ones who may not know what Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is, it is a 2010 game released on Xbox 360, PS3, PC, and the Wii. Oh, and the Nintendo DS, which is very, very ass. Just look at this gameplay. I do not even want to talk about it anymore. The story immediately follows Spider-Man on a mission to stop the villain Mysterio from stealing an ancient relic from a museum. Although, trying to stop him from doing so comes at a cost, causing the relic to break in the process and giving Mysterio powers to manipulate reality. He went from a fake ass party magician to fucking straight up Doctor Strange. It's crazy. With these powers, Mysterio breaks reality, causing Madam Web to aid Spider-Man in stopping him and other villains with the help of Ultimate Spider-Man, Noire Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2020-99. Tell me that doesn't sound fucking sick. Playing this after Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales feels so authentic to the character of Peter Parker, just from the premise alone. Instead of being an open world game with missions you could eventually get to, it gives you multiple missions dedicated to fighting a different boss. This leads into my next point. Each mission allows you to be a different Spider-Man, with each of them playing very differently from one another. Amazing Spider-Man the OG is your classic Spider-Man with the moves you should expect him to have, besides the one move of Spider-Man swinging his white web balls to hit the enemies. Pause. Ultimate Spider-Man is in the black symbiote suit, allowing him to go rage mode, fighting enemies like a mini Venom. Noire Spider-Man, which is my particular favorite to play out of the four, is your stealth spider, staying in the shadows to take down goons and rarely going into the light, which will most likely get you killed. And finally, Spider-Man 2099, your futuristic, most action-packed hero, getting into free-falling segments throughout his missions. Adding this amount of variety to each Spider-Man gives all of them such personality, making it to where you never really are bored with any of them. You just really have a favorite. It even gives each of them a few skins to unlock throughout the game to change up your look, such as spider armor or the negative zone suit, or even Iron Spider, or everyone's favorite costume of them all, Bagman. This variety doesn't make the game stale in the slightest. One other feature which I think is the big seller to this game is having the missions be centered around a certain supervillain in the Marvel Universe, which you must stop to get pieces of the relic back that were broken in the beginning of the game. It's like having one big stretched out boss fight in the good way, which changes up the gameplay on how you're supposed to stop them every single mission. One huge highlight of this game is the Deadpool boss level, which is probably everyone's favorite level, where Ultimate Spider-Man is put on an oil rig used as a psychotic reality show hosted by Deadpool himself called Pain Factor. In this one level, it will make you swing around the oil rig stopping bad guys, get trapped in a studio with dozens of enemies trying to stay alive, finding multiple different live video cameras around the oil rig and destroy them, or even aggressively swinging away from huge waves of water caused by Deadpool. Cause you know, spiders don't like water. All the levels feel different from one another, and you never really catch yourself doing the same thing other than web swinging, of course, or doing really stupid stealth missions, which makes the pacing terrible. Definitely not calling out a certain game. It just feels so creative and polished for a 2010 game. Honestly, if this game was released today with up-to-date graphics, it will still hold up very well. Just remember, this is my opinion, and just because I like this particular Spider-Man game more than others, doesn't mean these aren't great. This game feels so rich in life and creativity, and I just wanted a chance to express my love I have for this game. Growing up with this game on the Wii, do not judge me, was honestly a blessing. I just like a little change in pace in my games, especially superhero games, and this game definitely delivers on that. Here's to hoping there's a sequel very soon. And before anyone asks, I'm sad to say, Edge of Time is not that good. Thank you, goodbye.